definitely goes through the RPMs really good. Well, how's it going, JDM crew? John here from JDM EXPO with another inventory video. While we wait at this light, I can at least tell you real quick what we've got here. We've got the Blitz, what's that, the RVIT Type 2. We've got pivot gauges here for oil temperature, and I've got boost right here, so boost is just right in my face here. And yeah, I got the stock gauges. We've got about 168,000 kilometers on the clock here. So about 90,000 miles or so. Oh, wait a second, that's a little over 100,000 miles, yeah. I think. I'll do the math later, but for now, you can see this shiny, looks like crystal with some bubbles inside, a shift knob. And yeah, we're in a 180SX, so for those of you guys that love the RPS13, we've got another one here. This one's really clean on the interior. We've got Recaro seats. Yeah, even mine's Recaro. I was thinking it was Bride there for a second. But of course the one that I have doesn't recline. This one over here for the passenger seat, the one that you guys are in right now, reclines. We've got Kenwood audio deck. Unknown about the speakers all around, but I'm pretty sure you guys don't care about that because you can always swap it out. What we have here is a good old fastback with an SR20 DET. And yeah, going through all the gears, have no issues whatsoever. See, 5th gear, cruising up. Also going in reverse when I was in the parking lot, no issues there either. It's a little too slow for that. And we have the good old responsive SR20 DET, as many of you love. I know a lot of you guys are more into the RB and the 2JZ, but hey, SR has never let me down. These are really nice. And a whole generation of drifters that have enjoyed that. It's a good sound. I mean, not very far off from stock, so we do have some additional plumbing in there, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. Yeah, the engine has a couple of mods, nothing too crazy though. The exhaust, I'm pretty sure, is also aftermarket, but it's more OEM style, so you don't have that giant cannon there. We do have upgraded suspension. We've got Volk Racing wheels, which I'll show you in a little bit. We got some thicker tires on here, so this is really a little bit better on the performance overall, like a little more balance. Yeah, we don't have the low profile tires, so it's not too bad. But yeah, as for the interior, it's pretty clean. The dash is good up until here. We've got a couple of cracks and a little bit peeled. They probably had a gauge or something on there in the past and it killed it. So I'll show you that a little bit more later, but not a deal breaker. I mean, I would probably either use a vinyl repair or put some carbon fiber, you know, why not? We do have the ETC reader here for electronic toll in Japan, so if you are in Japan, this thing's pretty much ready for you. I'd have to double check on the inspection paper. I don't have the sticker here. I think we've already deregistered it, so it's ready for export actually. And once I get out of some of this traffic, we can open up. I can show you guys through the RPM how well this actually performs. Definitely goes through the RPMs really good. Well, there you guys have it for the performance. We're almost to the warehouse here, so I'll give you the good old walk around. We'll look in the engine bay and I'll show you guys what this is all about. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we'll start from the interior here and just show you guys around. As you can see, the carpet's pretty good. We've got this cigarette lighter, or yeah, the cigarette charger connections right there. So they do have it wires hidden a little bit, so it looks pretty nice. We've got the Kenwood audio deck and the AC unit here. Center console in pretty good shape, and we've got the rear seats all good. Carpet's good too. I'm trying to get this flashlight here so you guys can actually see, since it's a darker upholstery. And we got this personal steering wheel here, and there you go, 168 617, and I'm gonna add like another 5 to 10 more before I head back to the office. So yeah, all in all, pretty groovy here. We've got this ETC unit right there. Oh, and on the pillar we do have this as well, the boost gauge and oil temperature gauge. Oh, and yeah, there's this shift knob that I showed you guys earlier while driving. And I'll step out here for a moment. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully the dead cat here on my mic holds up. But we got this Recaro here with harnesses at the 4-point there. And actually we do have the connections in the back. Try to slide this up a little bit. There we go. So it does have the connectors and everything there, and of course you have your original seat belt as well. So as you can see, got a lot of nice fixins here. I'll show you the exterior real quick. Really nice. And so unlike some of the other ones we've had, this is a more standard bumper and side skirt kit, so not too low, not too crazy, not flared out or anything like that. Keeping the lines clean. This could be a JDM Night Rider of sorts. Looks good. And as you can see, the Volk Racing rims that are all around. I did want to point out the paint is relatively in good shape overall. There's a few areas that are fading a little bit, you know, naturally as the clear coat wears off. You can see like on the kit there's like a couple little chips right there, and towards the front here do have a little bit of that fading there. So and also on the roof there's a couple small ones there. And from some flexing, there's a little bit of, you can see that little spider web cracking there at the bottom, and a couple of road chips. I mean, when you're this low, it's hard to avoid. You know, even sand hitting your car at, 50, 60 miles an hour does some pretty good damage. So yeah, we've got a little bit of the clear coat coming off there. But the paint is in good shape. Like you can even see where it's just the clear coat, and even here where the clear coat's kind of chipped off a little bit, but the paint is still intact. So yeah, just like some of the other cars that we've had where they've got some minor blemishes like that, we could take care of it for an additional fee. You guys can probably negotiate a deal as is. So I mean, mechanically, well, as you're going to see in a moment, everything else is fine about this. So that's just the age of the vehicle. You can see these more crystal type of taillights here. It's all in all really good. And you can see here it's a little bit more subtle. Sounds good. Nice mellow tone for the exhaust. So definitely something that anyone can appreciate. Yeah, and for this wing, it's just this little low profile wing right there, so nothing crazy. Not the shopping cart style. So nice and clean. Alright, so sorry, it's a little bit windy and a little noisy because the wind is hitting our door here. But here she is. You see, well, first off, if you wanted to look at the VIN number and stuff, it's made in 1994, September. So it's just a little over 25 years old now. And for the most part, OEM, like engine-wise, it's mainly bolt-ons here, but definitely everything for efficiency. So we do have coilovers, just so you guys know. I think those are Tains. Oh, yep, they are. Yeah, I just saw the logo on it. You can see right there. And we do have strut bars front and back. A couple of other components keeping the chassis nice and rigid. And for the engine, though, we have this nice blacktop SR20. And as you guys know, these are pretty nice. And we do have, well, the intercooler right there. You got the condenser for the AC and the radiator over there. But so we do have the OEM radiator right here. So as you can see, intake goes to the turbo, pressurizes that in. The intercooler cools down a little bit, goes into the intake plenum, and boom, more power. And right out of the factory, these things are around 200 horsepower. And when you open it up a little bit, this has an intake and exhaust, so get a little bit more, better response and everything like that. So nothing too crazy. We also have this engine damper there, so reduces some of the torque on there, so a little bit less strain on the transmission and your engine mounts and everything else holding it together. Yeah, we do have a nice security thing with the ignition. For whoever purchases it, we'll also let you know about that. It's actually a push button ignition, but you have to know the code. And we also have, you know, the little grounding kit slash improved voltage regulation here, so pretty nice. Overall, they just did a lot of these things to improve the efficiency. Well, crew, a little bit chilly. I just had a cold front go through, so got the winds picking up here. Got this nice 180SX that'll hopefully warm your hearts. Beautiful, beautiful 180. For those of you guys that know the SRs and great engines, especially with all the Silvias and the 180s, just it's a great platform overall. If you're interested in this or any other vehicles, info at JDM-expo.com. Just contact our sales team. They'll let you know more about this or the other 180 videos that we've had recently. They can let you know about those as well. Definitely, a lot of people have been realizing how good of a platform it is, and now that it's legal, we've also got, well, pretty soon the S14s as well. So I know those have been getting hard to find globally for low mileage, or at least decent condition ones, because usually you'll find someone's drift missile project and they'll be asking you about 10 grand for it, when you could get for around the same price a much lower mileage and cleaner one from Japan. So hopefully the doesn't go the same way as with the R32s, but I know they've already been going up in price as well. But I don't know, you can ask our sales team about that. They'll let you know about your options. We can get some more of these. These are great, especially this. Not too many mods, but some healthy ones. You know, definitely. I always agree with the suspension mods. Those are always important. Good handling. You know, get some good braking, and then you can start building up the power from there. Well, as always, guys, thanks for stopping by. Subscribe for more content, and if you hit us up on any of our social media contacts, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, all those go to our sales team. They can answer your questions there as well. So, as always, thanks for stopping by, guys, and you guys need to pick up some more of these. These are great. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.